There's really only one way to avoid getting old, and that's to continue doing rad shit. As some of you may know, I just recently turned 40. I'm having a pretty good time so far, to be honest. And to mark the occasion, I want to show you the really crazy thing that I've been working on. Because it's weird, and you guys are definitely gonna think that I am losing my mind. This right here is one of the last pieces in the puzzle. This is definitely the weirdest guitar I have ever gotten from Kiesel. Welcome to Trey level 40. Bro, what did I do? What did I do? It's friggin' pink. And this wild guitar isn't even close to the craziest part. I am about to install a gateway to insanity in this guitar in the form of this Fishman Triple Play Express pickup. This is a USB-C MIDI pickup that's gonna let me play plugins, synthesizers, VSTs, all that kind of good stuff with a guitar. This is what's gonna allow me to do the crazy shit that I'm planning to do. This video is sponsored by Fishman Pickups, who very kindly sent me this so that I can suck at guitar and keyboard at the same time. So welcome to my outrageous little streaming studio. You may have seen this on the Friday streams or on my new Tuesday streams where I'm doing dice songwriting, rolling dice to write songs. But today I want to show you this one specific thing that I've sort of been building out nesting to do in here as well, which is live looping EDM with guitar as the controller. That might seem like kind of a weird left turn if you know me as like a metal dude, but I love EDM sounds and production and beats, but it's mostly kind of like musically boring. So I wanted to do something a little more exciting and fun with some more original music. Hence, all of this. That's the crazy space that I've been putting together. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it and what I needed the Fishman Triple Play Express for. But first, allow me to slip into something much sillier. Oh yeah, let's fucking go.
It was like a pink nightmare.
Everything is triggered through MIDI. A lot of it is like macros, which means one button that does a bunch of stuff. This is where my kind of obsession with MIDI controllers comes in really handy because I have a lot of them. As you'll notice when I actually start to perform the song, I don't have to record a ton of things for the loop. It's actually only 3 things. You may know me as normally a Pro Tools user, but for this I'm using Ableton because it is made for live looping and it's way more MIDI powerful. So in this session, which is set up for the Kirby theme song, which is what I'm going to be playing today, hence the outfit. By the way, I just got this outfit for the gimmick for the video. My midlife crisis is not that I'm becoming a furry, to be clear. So within this session, you'll see I have level 1, level 2, and level 3. And each level is just a collection of sounds. So right here, we've got level 1 that has guitar performance. We have a lead, there's an organ, a pluck sound, an 808 bass, and the drum kit, which I call the bangerizer. So if you look at this row of numbers here that are all blue, you'll notice I can turn them all on and off, and also the lights change in the background. Those are green because they're Mario pipes. There's also little Marios and Luigis and princesses going through the pipes. So when I switch from one level to the other, all I'm doing is muting and unmuting the tracks. They're all always hearing the MIDI that I record. That's what I'm actually looping. It's just the MIDI performance of the bass, drums, and chords, just the accompaniment. So each level has a bass sound, a drum sound, and some kind of chord instruments. So for level 1, the chord accompaniment instruments are this organ, and it's just the IK Multimedia Hammond plugin. And then this track, for some reason, is called Pluck, but it's actually this Massive X preset called Ampersand. And then we have this massive 808 bass. And then, of course, the Bangerizer kit, which is just a drum rack cobbled together with really banging splice sounds. So now if we move on to level 2, this one is all like chiptune type sounds. Got a little classic 8-bit Nintendo lead sound. And then I actually have a whole dedicated button just to turn on and off this brass lead sound. I like to be able to turn it on and off just to add another layer. So it's like levels within levels. When I record the chords for the song, all I'm gonna do is strum them. And each of these different accompaniment sounds has a completely different arpeggiator on it. It would take an eternity in real time to record a different rhythm for each one of these parts. So instead, I'm outsourcing that to the arpeggiators so that I can be a one-man band. So this is level 1, level 2, and level 3. Each one of those switches is going to change what the lights do. It's going to turn on the level that I want, and it's going to turn the other levels off. This one is the play button. This one turns the brass lead on and off. And then this one drops the tuning of my guitar down a whole octave and adds this really gnarly dubstep bass to it. So all this does is turn on an instance of Archetype Gojira just to drop it down an octave. And it turns on this gnarly dubstep bass in Massive X. Look, if you're gonna have a long, slow descent into madness, you might as well have it sponsored by a wonderful company like Fishman. What a time to be alive. They dropped the tiny, affordable, and outrageously powerful Triple Play Express just when I needed it. I've been using it for a few months now, and it tracks crazy good with very minimal setup. I plug the USB-C straight into my laptop, and it just works. So check the description for where you can get one of your own. The thing that I'm the most excited about with the Fishman Triple Play Express and this guitar is being able to play melodies, right? I love the sound of synthesizers. I love synth leads and stuff that they use in like EDM and prog. And I don't really play the keyboard, which is kind of hilarious for how many of them I have. So I really love being able to play synth leads along with the guitar. So each one of these levels has a different sound. More layers, more octaves. And I also have these expression pedals, only one of which is hooked up at the moment, that allows me to operate this filter on the master bus. So it's a low pass filter. So I can do a filter effect like a DJ, right? I can take the guitar in and out using the volume pedal. Wah. Here's a couple other fun things. This pad right here only has Kirby sound effects on it. This one just has ultra cinematic Brahms on it. But enough yakking, let's get cracking. Now I'm gonna show you what I actually do with this. I'm actually gonna record bass first. Now I'm going to record the MIDI for the chords. Normally I wouldn't stop between recording each part of the loop, but just for demonstration purposes. So now all we need to finish the loop is the drums. So that might not seem like a whole hell of a lot, right? It's only 3 tracks, bass, chords, and drums. But between those 3 and the melodies that I'm going to play in real time on the guitar, that's going to be everything that we need to create a complete song. Now comes the fun part. We built the loop, and now I can just play on top of it. I think the reason that people feel and act old is because they forget how to have fun. I have fun every day, and I get to have fun on the internet for a job because of you, my outstanding followers, and also the companies that still want to work with me for whatever reason, such as Fishman. For right now, this thing that I'm doing is just for fun. It's just for me. I don't know if or when I'll start streaming these kinds of performances. I still have a lot of work to do, but I did start a whole separate Twitch channel for it, just in case, which you can find at the link in the description, right next to the link where you can get your very own Fishman Triple Play Express. Thank you so much to Fishman for sponsoring this video. So drop me a follow over there if you want to, at some point, see some fun live EDM with guitar. I promise I'm not going to wear the Kirby onesie. It is way too hot. I gotta go take it off right now. Stay squishy.